Hello, welcome to Yoga with Rachel, and also welcome to your restorative yoga practice for the hips and the lower back. So this practice is really great for anyone who experiences tightness, stiffness, and tension in the lower back as well as the hip areas. So friends, for our items today, please bring a bolster or a firm pillow with you. This item will ideally support your entire upper body, so that includes your head as well as your neck. I also ask that you bring 2 blankets with you to your space. You can already get these blankets ready if you wish. For one blanket, you're just gonna fold it once or twice lengthwise, and then you're gonna roll it up like what I've done here, creating your own blanket roll or a blanket burrito. And then for the other blanket, you can fold it once, twice, 3 times. It's really up to you and your personal preference. So feel free to pause the video to grab your items, and let's get ready to relax and restore. Join me on your mat. Feel free to sit on a bolster, pillow, or a folded blanket. Next, grab a blanket and then fold your blanket lengthwise in half. And now, just roll it up, kind of like a burrito. Find a cross-legged seat, and then place a blanket roll against your ankles and shins, wrapping it around your legs. Pull the ends of the blanket through the middle, and then place the ends on the tops of your thighs. You can gently pull at the ends as this may offer more support to your hips as they engage in external rotation. I now invite you to bring your hands to the tops of your thighs, palms open towards the sky. Allow your fingertips to soften here. Explore finding length through your back body, so that way your ribcage is sitting over top of your pelvis. Explore a gentle tuck of your chin as you breathe in and out. I invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze. I now invite you to drop your chin closer towards your chest. Notice where you feel the stretch taking place. Slowly begin to draw your chin over towards your left shoulder. Draw your chin back through center before taking it towards your right shoulder. So we are drawing some slow semicircles here. I invite you to keep this action going, being mindful of your breath as you move. Lovely. Bring your head back to center. Lift your chin so that way it's roughly parallel to the ground. As you breathe in, roll your shoulders up towards your ears. And then on your breath out, let the shoulders relax away from your ears. 2 more times just like that. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. I invite you to explore finding stillness as you bring awareness to your breath. Just noticing the natural ebb and flow of each breath you take. Taking note of where you feel your breath moving you. I now invite you to play around with lengthening your inhalations and elongating your exhalations. Let's breathe in together through the nose and breathe out through your nose or your mouth. Open your eyes and take a quiet moment to take in your surroundings, noticing the colors around you. Is it warm where you are practicing? Or perhaps cool? What can you smell? And finally, what do you hear? Remove your blanket from around your legs, just placing it off to the side for the moment, and then carefully make your way off of your item. And now make your way to all fours. Place your bolster or pillow vertically on your mat. You can fold a blanket a few times and then place that blanket near the bottom right-hand corner of your bolster or pillow. The bolster or pillow will be used to support your upper body, and then the blanket will be used to support the inside of your right knee. There are two ways that you can enter this posture. This option here uses a blanket as padding for the right knee. You can start with your right knee on the blanket as you lower down onto your item and extend through your left leg. So place your hands on either side of your bolster or pillow. Your hands press into the ground to support you with this transition. Slowly lower your upper body onto your bolster or pillow as you send both legs out long. Turn your head to the right, so that way the right side of your face can rest on your item. Give your item a hug as you begin to bend at your right knee, placing that knee off to the side. Your right knee is roughly in line with your right hip and your ankle in line with your right knee. With that said, feel free to adjust the placement of your right knee, perhaps drawing the right knee higher up and then towards the direction of your armpit if that feels better. Once you are settled, I invite you to close your eyes as you scan the body for any areas of tension. Any areas where you may be gripping or holding. Relaxing through your arms and perhaps loosening your grip on your item. Check in with your shoulders. Perhaps create a little more space between your ears and shoulders. Check in with your jaw. Notice if you are clenching your teeth. Can you create a little more space in your mouth? And perhaps you send your awareness all the way to your toes. Maybe you give them a little wiggle. And then allow them to soften and relax. Can you use a breath to encourage a softening of each muscle? allowing the breath to flow through you, breathing into areas of tension or areas where you feel a lovely stretch taking place. Breathe in, breathe out. Open your eyes. To come out of this posture, your hands press firmly down into the mat. Slide your right leg back, engage your core, and then slowly make your way to all fours. Take your time. Whenever you do arrive there, place your blanket on the left-hand side of your bolster or your pillow. Lower your torso and head onto your item, turning your head to the left and allowing your left cheek to rest on your item. Hug your item as you bend at your left knee. Your left knee opens to the side and gently rests on the blanket. Your right leg remains extended. Make any adjustments here so that way you feel fully supported in this posture. Whenever you feel ready, I invite you to close your eyes. Continue to bring awareness to your breath as you relax into this posture. Supported half frog is such a lovely posture for the hips, as it is a gentle hip opener. This posture can also help alleviate lower back pain and is said to be useful when experiencing menstrual pain or discomfort. I invite you to breathe nourishing and loving breath cycles here. Take a loving breath in through your nose and a loving breath out through your nose. Open your eyes. Allow your hands to press down and into the surface beneath you as you extend through your left leg. Hug your belly button in towards your spine to help you transition to all fours once again. Place your items to the side for the moment. Before we lay on our back, I invite you to fold a blanket a few times and then place it at the top of your mat, where your head will rest. You can roll one of the edges closest to you a few times. This roll can help support the natural curvature of your neck. We will use a bolster, firm pillow, or a folded blanket shortly, so please have one of these items nearby. Place the soles of your feet on your mat and then lower down onto your forearms and then eventually onto your back body. Your head and neck should be supported by the blanket at the top of your mat. Your feet are about hip distance apart, knees stacked over top of your ankles. Press the soles of your feet into the ground as you lift your hips away from your mat. Slide a bolster, pillow, or folded blanket underneath your sacrum, near and around the base of your spine, but not on your lower back. Lower and relax your pelvis onto this item. Your lower back should drape off of the item. Now send your arms from left to right, and then bend at your elbows, finding cactus arms. Another option is to reach your hands past your head, palms facing upwards, fingers are soft. Explore a gentle tuck of your chin. And whenever you feel ready, an invitation to soften your gaze or close your eyes. If you would like a little internal rotation in the hips, you can walk your feet a little wider than hip distance apart and then allow your knees to fall in and touch. Supported bridge is great for overall spinal health. In relation to the lower back, the gentle pressure of your item against your sacrum can help alleviate lower back discomfort. This is also a great posture for opening up through the front body, allowing the breath to flow with more ease. Focus on your breath, using your breath to let go of any tension in your body. Visualizing that tension spilling off of your back body and then onto the surface beneath you. Breathe in, breathe out. Open your eyes. Allow your arms to rest at your sides. Press the soles of your feet into the earth as you lift your hips away from your item. Remove the item, placing it off to the side for the moment, and then lower your back body onto the ground. Hug your knees in towards your chest, and then send your arms from left to right with your palms facing down. Take a breath in through your nose, and then as you breathe out, keep your legs stacked as you slowly lower your legs over towards the left side. Feel free to move your hips slightly to the right. Knees are approximately in line with your hip points. With that said, you can make adjustments here, maybe drawing your knees higher up, closer towards your torso. You can also place a pillow or folded blanket between your legs for extra comfort, support, and warmth. Feel free to bring your left hand to the outside of your right thigh as your right arm remains resting on the earth. This is one of my favorite postures to do after sitting down for a long period of time and also before bed. Breathe deeply here. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose. If you have an item between your legs, you can remove it now and then place it on the right side. Place your left hand on the ground. Use your connection to the earth as well as your core strength to help you lift your legs away from the ground, coming back through center. Breathe in here, and then on your breath out, melt your knees over towards the right side. Make any adjustments as needed, and feel free to make use of your item here if you wish. You can place your right hand on your left thigh. Find a place of comfort and ease, and enjoy this sweet stretch. Breathe in. Breathe out. If you are using an item between your legs, you can remove it now and place it to the side. Release your right hand to the earth, palm facing down. Breathe in. Breathe out to connect to your center, and then lift your legs off of the ground, knees coming back through center. Now release your feet to your mat, and then slowly begin to slide your legs out long on your mat. Feet are wider than hip distance apart. Allow your arms to run alongside your torso, palms facing upwards. And perhaps you explore some gentle movement before finding stillness, such as rotating through your ankles, finding some movement with your hips, wiggling your fingers, and maybe rocking your head from side to side, offering a sweet massage to the back of the head while stretching out the sides of your neck. Whenever you are ready, I invite you to explore finding stillness. Breathe in. Breathe out. Allow your body to grow heavy here, perhaps taking note of which parts of your body are connected to the earth, which parts are lifted. Take a quiet moment here to notice how you feel. This could be physically, such as my hips feel less tight and they feel more open, or my lower back doesn't feel as stiff. Perhaps you consider how you feel emotionally. Do certain emotions come up for you during today's practice? How does your mind feel? Perhaps considering what thoughts came to the surface. There is no right or wrong answer here. These are just questions to consider. I now invite you to give yourself a loving hug. As you wrap yourself in a warm embrace, I invite you to thank yourself for showing up here today. And I thank you for joining me on the mat. Thank you for being a part of the Yoga with Rachel community. Thank you for being you. Feel free to return to this practice for some hip and lower back TLC. And sharing is caring. So feel free to share this class with someone that you think would benefit from this practice. Let's take a final breath in through the nose together. And now breathe out through your mouth. an invitation to close our practice by whispering Namaste.